as having a certain character, as an audience member. Like Alcina, what was your impression of her in the show? The gals were saying Alcina herself. I mean, basically, this is a dangerous woman who starts out confident and ends up wrecked, right?
She changes people, like men. She changes men.
Right, right.
Into animals.
Yes.
So she doesn't like them anymore.
Right, right. But eventually it stops working for her because there's a man who stops liking her before she changes him into an animal. Yeah, it's basically about a power struggle, really. The whole thing is a power struggle of who holds the affection of what other character. And if basically everybody feels good if they've got somebody begging for them, and they feel bad if they're having to do the begging. And the music really expresses sort of who's up and who's down in the struggle of love. And the biggest struggle is Alcina because she wants to have all the men begging for her, and she wants to be able to punish all of them. And she does that, by transforming them into the various magical shapes. But when that power slips away, what makes it slip away, really, is that one of her men starts to slip away before she's tired of him. And this happens in life, too, obviously. I mean, if there are people who are full of, have a million girlfriends or a million boyfriends, and then they start to lose one that they're interested in, all of a sudden they're not in such great psychological shape anymore. And that's exactly what happens to Alcina. She, with her, it's represented on this big canvas of magic and supernatural powers, but it's exactly the same thing that happens in life. And she starts to lose her nerve and lose her edge when this guy starts to pull away from her. And so when she calls to her magical spirits, they won't come anymore. And then she really just starts to sink down into the dust, and it's the end of her. We know Alcina is over by the time her magical powers slip away. Whereas the other people who are coming out from the enchantment end with triumphant strong arias, the famous one with the horns. So, okay, now you guys ask us questions.